Well, hello and happy Thursday night, everybody. This is Christine, and I'm coming to you live from the Cards by Christine studio here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And it was a cold, blustery, windy day today. We actually had snow around noon, and we had snow again maybe around 4 o'clock. It was definitely like a blizzard, and it came in like a fury, and it left, and it was done like within 10 or 15 minutes. So that was kind of exciting for an April 9th day. But hey, I've known it to snow a lot later than this. When my good friend Soledad got married, I think it was May 8th of I don't know if I don't remember the year. It was 2011 maybe. Sorry, Soledad, if you're watching. I can't remember that far back these days. But she had snow on her wedding day. And that was in May. So we shouldn't be done expecting all this snow yet. I'm going to just try to pull up my phone real quick and see if I can see if anybody's joined. I have my comments set in my application on my tablet, but I do not see anybody that's joined. So it's going to just make a quick noise today, like me talking. And Angela and Peggy, you are both joined into the Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining. You girls are always so good with being here with me every night. I will tell you, it's so funny that you say that it gives you something to look forward to doing, and it's exciting for you to join me when we can't be together. But I'll have to be honest with you. If it weren't for my Facebook Lives, I would probably not be washing my face, putting makeup on, and changing out of my pajamas. So I'll tell you, it gives me an incentive to do that. So no, you girls help me just as much as I help you. So exciting. So hello, Peggy. I just got a UPS notification in my email that I have 2 boxes arriving tomorrow. And that means that I'm almost 100% positive that your second order is in one of those boxes. So super excited for that for you. So I have time without working. Oh yes, I know. It's so crazy. I'm wondering what's gonna happen. I know that I won't, so we don't know. My work is, like, we're all working from home through April 30th at this point, as long as we can work from home. And hi, Tasha. So we can work from home through April 30th. So I know that after I go back to the whole working from work, I probably won't be doing daily Facebook Lives. I'm doing this just because of the times that we're in, and just to give you some inspiration and ideas for creating and crafting while you're at home. But after it goes back to working in the office, I think what I'll do is keep it up on Thursday nights. Yes, so Thursday night's going to be my online classes. We'll put a paper pumpkin together one Thursday night. We'll do my monthly one night. We'll do a bundle one Thursday, and then the other one is open at this point. So just trying to work on my schedule. So hey, Elaine, glad that you could make it too. So we're going to be making a project tonight. It's actually a card kit, and it's one of Stampin' Up's awesome card kits that's available in the mini catalog. You know what? Let me go grab a mini catalog. So hang tight here, so I can show it to you. Because if you're new to Stampin' Up, or if you haven't seen this in the card kit, oh look, you can see my shirt. Hey, I gotta show you my shirt. Get my hair out of the way. I wore my Mario, where am I? I wore my Mario shirt today. So I don't know if you could see that or not. So I got my beer in my shirt. Mario's hitting the brick, and a beer is popping out instead of a mushroom. So I have exciting news to share for today. No, I told my mom that, and she's like, are you pregnant? Are you getting married? I'm like, no, Mom, back up a little bit. I am super excited because I gotta show you this. This is my Herbie Love Bug. I'll go over here. You can maybe see, oh, they were that way. I don't know how the camera works. It's a little bit odd. I gotta work backwards. It's like backing up a trailer, so it's backwards. So this is my little Herbie Love Bug keychain. And if you see it, there's no key on it. So what does that mean? Well, this girl used to own 2 Herbie Love Bugs. A 1970 was the first one I got, and I got it in 2015. I just looked at the title registration for it. It was September 28th is when I registered it. And in the interim, I was gonna do lots of work and get it all pristine and like rebuild it and do all this good stuff. Hi, Carol, thanks for joining. So I was gonna do all this work on it, and in the meantime, one of my coworkers, he was searching on Craigslist, and he found a different Herbie Love Bug, an actual 1969, and it was all rebuilt, or maybe not even. It's like, it was just like, it's pristine. It's in good condition. And so I ended up buying a second one. And today was the day that I sold the first one. A girl doesn't need 2 Herbie Love Bugs in her life. I don't have room for all that. So today I was sad I sold my Herbie Love Bug. I wasn't sad, but I was happy because the girl who bought it from me, I made her dreams come true. And she was so excited. She's always wanted a Herbie Love Bug. And unfortunately, Herbie went from being a boy to being a girl today. I think he might be confused on his gender for a little bit because my grandfather was Herbie, and so he was Herbie. And now Herbie is Penelope. So Penelope. So the girl who bought it from me, her daughter named the car, and she said she looks like a Penelope because it was a lime green Herbie Love Bug. So exciting, right? Okay, so one chapter it closes, but another chapter, hey Jennifer, another chapter for somebody else rolls in. So it was super exciting. She test drove them yesterday at 5 and the deal was done at noon today. So like, we make fast order of stuff around here. So, okay, so that's my little story about Herbie Love Bug. So I was really excited and wanted to share that with you. So, okay, I have itchy nose. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna flip the camera down here and I'm gonna pull out the mini catalog. This is the mini catalog that goes through June. Thank you, Angela. Big changes in my life here. I got rid of Herbie. Okay, we're gonna go to the back of the catalog. Hey, Sue, thanks for joining. We're making some kits tonight. So in the back of, we're making one kit. So in the back of the catalog on the mini, and I know there's a little bit of glare, so I'll try to hold the pages so there isn't a glare. There is on pages 58, 59, 60, and 61-ish, and I'll say that why it's an ish later. So, okay, 58, this one is the Paper Pumpkin. So Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription that you need to make sure you're signed up for by the 10th of the month. And tomorrow is the 10th of the month. So if you're remotely interested in getting the subscription, you want to sign up for it by tomorrow night at midnight. And so that's the first kit here that's shown. So the other section, my mom thinks, you're right. So funny that you say that, Elaine. I called my mom at 5:30 last night and I was like so ecstatic. Here, I gotta flip over. I was so ecstatic that I was selling Herbie. I've been trying to do this since last October. And so I called and I had to leave a message because she didn't answer. And when she called me back, the first thing she said is, "Are you pregnant? Are you engaged?" And I'm like, "Oh, Mom, I know what you want, and that's not it." But she was still happy for me, so I had to just add that in there. So, okay, back to our kit. So, 3 Cheers for You card kit. That is what we're going to be working on. Oh, Jennifer, you're working on your pumpkin. That's awesome. Here's the 3 Cheers. That's what we're going to be working on. Now, when you look at this, it says all-inclusive kit, 12 cards. It's $27. When it says it's all-inclusive, hi, Julie. Thanks for joining. When it says all-inclusive, that means that everything you need to make the kit is in the box. So you'll get adhesives, a block, ink, you'll get the stamps, you'll get all the materials for putting it together. So that's what all-inclusive means. When you flip the page here, there's another kit in the book here called Seriously the Best Project Kit. Now it doesn't say all-inclusive. You get 16 cards. The price is very similar, but in this case, it comes with all the materials you need except for the stamps and the ink and blocks. So in this case, you get all your papers and your consumables, a really pretty, oh, I have it right here actually. Oh my goodness, hang on, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so here's the box. It's adorable. So if you're looking for a great gift for somebody, get this kit, make up the cards, and then give it away to somebody for their birthday. Mother's Day is coming up, but you can see all the stuff is in here to make it. You've got your sequins and some twine. It comes with instructions. Now, it doesn't come with the stamp set though. So if you have different stamps that you want to use, you could definitely do that. But these were the stamps that were meant to go with this so that the way that the die cuts are, they fit these words really nicely. So you've got congrats, thanks, hello friend, and this is a red rubber set. So, hey, shout out to me. Let me know if I should show you how to put these stamps together. I don't know if everybody knows when you get stamps how you want to adhere the sticker to it and put them together. So I would do that if I catch that you want me to do that. So this means that you need to have the inks that go with it. You need to bring your own adhesive and your stamp set and a block. So that's what a project kit is, not being all-inclusive. And then there's another, and this isn't really a kit, it's called a product medley. And this just gives you all the consumables, a stamp set, and framelits. And I actually have that sitting right here too. So this one doesn't have any guidance whatsoever on what to make, but it comes with a really pretty stamp set. It comes with the dies. It comes with a pack of paper that I kind of have like opened up funny here, but it comes with these 6x6 papers. Let's go over here. And they're two-sided, and they have black and white on one side, and then they have the color on the other side. Oh my goodness, this thing is all over the board here. Okay, so that's part of that. There's also some ribbon that comes in it. And then this is my favorite part about what's in here. So these are the little trinkets, and they're little, I think they're little bees. And so you can see that they look like little bees. So you get all of that in this. And I think what I might do tonight is I'm gonna offer this to a lucky winner for half off. I actually have, I have a half off code that I am gonna be closing a workshop next week. And I would love to offer, the price on this is $70, but for half off, it's $35 plus shipping and tax. Hey, Jody, thanks for joining. It makes it like less than 40 bucks. So I am gonna give away to a random winner tonight. I will, if you're interested and you would like a chance at winning this, put in the comments like, I would love a chance at the medley or something. Just let me know, because I know not everybody's going to be interested in it or want to have a chance at getting it at half off. But hey, somebody might want it. So I'll, if you mention the comments, I'll roll back through them this weekend and see if I can randomly select a winner. Yay! Hey, Gwen, thanks for joining. Okay, Kathy Miller's in the house. Okay, so back to the all-inclusive kit. So I really haven't even opened this at all. And so I thought I'd reveal it with you. So, so let's put that there. I know that my light hits my stuff sometimes really funny. There we go. Okay, so this is the box. And it comes in a pretty decorated cover. And this is another great one where if you want to get this kit, then you could make all the cards up. And there's actually some decoration to put on the outside here. And you could give this away as a great gift. Elaine likes the idea of the medley half off. Great, Elaine, I'll make sure your name goes in the drawing. Okay, so open up the box, and what I mean by the all-inclusive is you get your stamps. So you have all of there's a thank you, a hooray for tiny miracles, 3 cheers for you, and birthday wishes all around. It also has a sheet of the big dimensionals. So like normally when I get a kit, I just throw my dimensionals with like my pile of dimensionals because I have, I just go through my dimensionals. So we'll put that over there for now. Okay, this also came with some sequins, and they have adhesive on the back, so they have the little bit of stick. I'll set them right there. Now, it also comes with some linen thread. You can buy this in a bigger amount or quantity in the annual catalog, so I'll put that there. And then I haven't even opened this up, so I thought we'd open it up together and go from there, right? Why not? Like fly by the seat of our pants. How about that? So if you're putting this kit together at home with me, why don't you give me a shout out and let me know that so that I can make sure I kind of talk to you when it comes to that. Because I know Bonnie's got this kit, and I believe Sherry got this kit. I don't remember if anybody else got it or got it through yourself, but I want to make sure we help get your kit together. So the other thing too is make sure you comment and like and share throughout the whole video. I really appreciate that. The other thing that it comes with is this clear acrylic block. Now, it's not like a normal acrylic block that you would get if you bought it through the annual catalog. So you can see here that the size is just a little bit, well, not even a little bit, it's like a quarter of the width. So what's nice about the Stampin' Up! Blocks that you buy from the catalog is they're thicker, so it gives your finger something to hold onto so that you don't get your fingers in the ink. So with this though, they're a little bit thinner. And now in the kit, there actually was a little Stampin' Spot. It was a Night of Navy ink, and it was about that big and that little. And when I do kits, I like to just go grab my big size ink pad, but no, for those that get the kit, you have a little baby spot in there that is Night of Navy. So I just pulled out my big one here because I don't even know where the little one is that was in with this kit. But here's the block that we're gonna use with that. And so what you're gonna do when I get a kit is, the first thing is look at the instructions. And I always take a look at the different cards that are on here to get an idea of how they look. And then you flip open the first page. The rest of this is all in a different language, so don't really worry about that. But usually they have English first. And so it's always good to look at the instructions just to know what you're doing before you get started. Because sometimes there's tips in here that are good to know before you start. But what it tells you is that you're gonna make 12 cards, 3 each of 4 designs. And the kit includes your stamps, your clear block, 12 bases, 12 envelopes. So we've got here, this is 4 of them. Oh, this is 3 of them. And then we've got these blue ones. So that's 3. What I'm doing is making piles. So then I'm gonna have 3 of this one. We'll set that one over there. And then there's 3 of that one. So that is what we have for our card bases. There's 12 of those. And then there's 12 envelopes. So I think what's really cool about these envelopes is they are decorated to match the cards. So in this case, you open it up and the panel inside has this really pretty decorative pattern that matches the cards. So there's 3. I'm wondering if, I haven't even opened this yet. Hi Karen, thanks for joining. So they look like, oh look. So there's 6 of them that have these like little liney spot things. And then there's 6 of them that have these diamond pattern, I'm guessing. So, and they're a little darker. So you could probably think that the diamondy ones go with these and then the other ones go with those. So I always set the envelopes off to the side because I don't really need to do anything with them right now. And then there's die cut accents. These are what are referred to as die cut accents. Normally what I like to do, hey Stacy, I like to hold, so I checked these just to see if they were all the same. And you look on this side, and yep, they're all the same. So my little trick when I get die cuts like this that I need to pop out, you could pop them out all one at a time per sheet. What I generally do is I take the whole, all 4 of them, and I wiggle them back and forth, and then they all pop out. So what I'm gonna do is make piles though of these so I don't get them confused. So there was the one, and then like all I'm doing is kind of wiggling them back and forth and getting them free. So there's another one. And if I look at that, oh, it's exactly the same. So we're gonna put that one there. And then here's another one. So just wiggle them back and forth. And then I make that one. And then here's the last one. And now this must be the terracotta tile. So I'll put that guy there. And then this stuff is just garbage. If you feel like you want to make a mask out of this, you could. Like that's one thing that you can use, like when you have the inside of a shape, you can make it into a mask. Okay. Then we have the Night of Navy Classic Stampin' Spot. Now, again, I took it out. I have no idea where I put it. so I'm using my Night of Navy Classic Stampin' Pad, my big one. We've got our linen thread in here. We've got the copper adhesive back sequins. We've got the adhesive dots, which, you know, I am thinking I took those out as well and put them into the community adhesive dots that I have over there when people come to class. And then it came with the Stampin' Dimensionals. So we already got those. And then the designer box. So that's everything that's in the kit. So that's when it's all inclusive. Hey Diane, thanks for joining. Okay, coordinating colors. You see it's copper, craft, Night of Navy, seaside spray, terracotta tile, white. Now here are the tips. This is what I read these beforehand and I thought they were good. So it says on the 3 cheers card, place the center craft piece first and add the outside pieces after, ensure even placement. So when you look back at this, it makes sense because we might have had the idea of, well, let's put the first one down, the second one, and the third, and then we might not have it centered nicely. So what you're gonna wanna do is just make sure it's centered in the middle, and then put the left one down, and then the right one down, okay? And then it says you can store the completed cards in the designer box or finish the box and give the completed cards as a gift, okay? So now is a great time to give out cards for gifts. Like I have seen so many posts on Facebook about people sending out happy mail and spreading the love. So that's awesome. Oh, the dots are easier to use. Okay, so there's a trick with the dots and I don't know if I want to get up and get them right now, Angela, but I can tell you about the dots. Like what I have found with those, it's a sheet of dots. And what I have found is that the little piece of like waxy paper kind of picks off and then the adhesive is stuck on that clear sheet. And then you use that to press down onto what you're wanting to. But honestly, by far the best thing you want is these mini glue dots. Stampin' Up! Sells these, and I tie my ribbon around. Kathy Miller gave me this idea many years ago to tie a ribbon around it like this, so that when you're using them, you just pull the ribbon back, and then it exposes the ones that are new. And then when you're not using them, it just keeps the ribbon over so you don't lose those and they don't stick to other things. So yeah, I would definitely invest in these. These are like $5, so it's not like it's that big of an investment. And these are so much gooier too, which is awesome. So that's a little bit about the mini glue dots. I'm rolling up my sleeves, girls. It's getting thick in here. Okay, next thing here, steps, 5 steps. Stamp in Night of Navy ink, adhere the linen thread, adhere using the adhesive dots, and then adhere using dimensionals, and adhere the sequins. Boom, right? Like, that's it. So this is like easy crafting or easy creating at its finest. So the other thing too is there are people out there that love to take kits like this and then revamp them and add stuff to them and make them different. So that's called being inspired and changing things around to make it your own. So I have a couple here. Hey, Naughty Nancy's in the house. Raise the roof for Nancy. Okay, Nancy, thanks for joining. So I have some more die cuts. So again, I have these 3 whole sheets, and what I'm doing is holding them all together while I pop them out. Okay, little by little. Yes, Kathy had a great idea with that ribbon. I've had that on, I don't know, Kathy probably told me that, I would have to guess 3 years ago, and maybe even longer. So yeah, putting that ribbon on the dimensionals is great. So, all right, one more here. Oh, don't worry about, okay. So Angela said that she doesn't like to waste, she has glue dots, but she doesn't want to waste them. Okay, so you have to remember that when you use adhesive, like it's gonna get used up. And you can't be afraid that it's going to run out on you and you're going to have to get more. So if you look on here, there's mini glue dots. I believe that there are 300 of them. That will last you a long time. I think I had a box like this lasted me about 6 months one time. So, okay. Oh my gosh, here they are. There's a whole sheet of them. I was looking for a little sheet. So these are what we're talking about. Angela, these are so here, that's exactly what I was trying to talk about. So what I find is I pick off, you can see it's a different color. I've picked off the white, and then what I do is I put that down onto the thing that I'm trying to adhere. So, okay, so I'll save that for later because we'll get back to that. I'll show you how I actually use it when I go to use it. So, okay, so now though, there's one more here. I don't know why. Oh, these are bigger. So you can see here, these are the same size, and then this one is a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna make a separate pile for that. Okay, I love sharing, Jennifer, and I feel like when I can talk to you girls, like one on all of you, you all hear the same thing, and I feel like it really helps that I can share what I know because my brain is full of lots of little tips and tricks. So, okay, so now when it comes to these though, I don't like to pop these out so quickly. It's sometimes easier to stamp when you actually have the whole sheet versus like a little bit of strip. So, okay, so here's the cardboard. You don't need to keep that. Okay, so we're gonna set that on my garbage pile. All right, so let's see here. What my plan for you tonight is I'm not gonna make all 12 cards. I plan to make one of each of them tonight, and I'm also going to give away that set of cards to one lucky winner for liking, commenting, and sharing this video. So don't be afraid to like, comment, and share. I'm also going to give away a set of 4 of them. So in addition to that half off product medley for tonight. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is I like to keep, setting this up right in front of me, and I got it at an angle so I can start. So which one should we do first? How about this one? So what I'm gonna do is pull one of these cards out, and with this one, I like to look at, okay, so here's the die, and that looks like it's this die right here, or not the die, but the die cut. So we're gonna pull that one. And on here, it says, thank you, my heart can't stop smiling. I think that's what we're gonna do. So when you get the photopolymer stamps from me, or from Stampin' Up, they come like between 2 clear sheets, a little bit thicker one, and then a little bit thinner one. So what you're gonna do is just peel back a sheet and grab off the stamp. Now these are called photopolymer. They do not, that's just the type of rubber it is. They do not have any foam backing. That's like, oh here, look. I have my little bee stamp here from last night. So that's the difference. Like this is called a red rubber stamp and it's got foam here. So that provides a little bit extra cushion. So when you have a photopolymer stamp, it's nice to have, you can see here I have a foam mat underneath my surface. So that provides a little extra cushion. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is open up my navy ink pad. You girls doing okay? Following along? I hope so. Give me love. Okay, so this is again a thin block. So when you hold this, you have to be careful that you're not holding your fingers past the block like this, because you're gonna get your fingertips inked up, definitely. You know what, it's okay to get your fingers full of ink. That just means you're working, and a little ink is good on your fingers because it shows that, you know, you were working and doing stuff. So I'm looking at here, so I'm gonna try to, I have one good eye, one bad eye, so I kind of get my nose up in here close. So if my head comes down into the video, I'm sorry. So that's just how it's gonna be. So what's great about these photopolymer stamps is you can definitely see where you're stamping. Thanks for all the love. You can definitely see where you're stamping. So you can see the navy ink, and you can center really nice. So when I was stamping this, you saw how I kind of hovered over the top and kind of eyeballed where I wanted to go. And then once I figured out where I wanted to go, I went straight down, and I kind of gave it time to get onto the paper. So sometimes people ask me, like, why do your stamped images always look so nice and mine don't? And like, we're using the same ink pads. I'll tell you, sometimes they do get re-inked in the process. Sometimes I do re-ink them. And what happens though, as you saw, is I really gave the ink time to sit on the paper and soak into the paper. If you just go boom, stamp, it's not gonna give it a nice, crisp, even image. So just know that. Also too, it's really good to practice before you stamp. And then when you're done stamping, it's really good to stamp off a couple times before you go into your, I got stuff all over here, your chamois here. Oh my gosh, you girls, I haven't cleaned a stamp in a while. My chamois getting dried out. So poor little guy. Okay, so then you'll take your chamois, you can clean your stamp off. Okay, but you saw how I just stamp off a couple times. Okay, so I'm gonna set this off to the side because I don't think I'll need the other ones for right now. But did you see what they did? They gave us 4 of them here, and that means that there was an extra one in case you mess up one. Isn't that cool? Hey, thanks for joining, Shar. I popped your prize in the mail today. My mailman was super late today. I don't think he arrived until about 3:30. Normally I have a girl that comes around noon, and she's adorable and nice, but he was cruising really fast. So, okay, so you can see on here, we've got the blue is already here, but there's some linen thread. And what it says in our instructions is to adhere the linen thread. So what I will do with linen thread, I'm going to kind of prep my linen thread with some tear. So there's no tear and tape included in your kit. This is where you could use glue dots. And I guess not glue dots, yeah, mini glues. I'll show you what I mean here. All right, so I'm gonna take off one, and the ribbon is kind of rolled around in a circle. So what I would do in that case is you take off, you see what I'm doing, I'm just picking them off, and I am putting a couple glue dots where I think that the linen thread's gonna go. And I don't quite know, so I'm kind of guessing when I'm doing this. You're very welcome, Shar. So, okay, and the other one's gonna go right over here. And so I'm just kind of guessing. I have no idea. Oh, in that case, the whole thing came off, and that's all right. Okay, but I really like it better, Angela, when the papery part picks off, and then I can just go like that. Okay, so that's how I would use those mini glue dots. So now this is linen thread, and this is my least favorite way, to be completely honest with you, of how to adhere linen thread to a card. Oh, if you girls know me when I have class, it's like a big hairy rat's nest when I try to do that. And I hope you're laughing at me and with me because this is really difficult. So normally what I would do is I would roll this around my fingers a few times, cut it, and then try to put it down. Oh, like so. And you know what? We're gonna see if that actually worked. I made it look way too easy. Maybe not, I don't know. So here's this. Okay, let's just think here. Yep. Something like that. Now, I put it down too low. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick this up and put it up here, and we're gonna go up a little bit higher. I don't know, we're just seeing what's something like that. So I think if you've been watching some of my videos, you know that I'm a person that that likes things kind of uniform. And so if you're a person that's not, you can make your little loopies bigger, make them more crazy, have them go all over the place, however you want it. So yeah, so we're just gonna go with that because you know what? There's nothing wrong, and there's no wrong way in stamping, right? There are just, that's just how it is because nobody knows the difference. Okay, so here it looks like we've got one of these guys that's coming out the side over here. And we're gonna just go like, okay, like so. So what I'm gonna do though with this is, if you have a Stella pen at home, this is something great to add a little bit of Stella to this. You know, it's like, it just adds a little bit of glimmer to it. So don't be afraid if you have your Stella pen at home to glisten that up, okay? So go a little crazy with the Stella. Then the other thing I like to do is, when it comes to flowers, if you watched me with my Everything is Rosy class, I like things to kind of pop up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to curl the edges of this little die cut piece just to give it a little bit of texture. Okay, so this looks like it gets popped up, and then this looks like it gets tucked behind here. So in my sample, it actually looks like that. And I'm sad though because that big pretty flower gets covered up, or that one gets covered up. So we're just gonna figure out which one looks better. And then I will grab these dimensionals. And how I adhere dimensionals on the back is you don't have to go hog wild with them. I'm thinking 3 of them look just fine like that to hold that up. Okay, so far so good. And then we're going to put him right about here. So it was really funny when I messaged my girl. I asked her if she got home okay from driving Herbie home, because she hasn't really driven stick shift in a long time. And I said, how did you get home okay with Herbie? Did he do good for you? And she replied back, she did just fine. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I think I refer to a lot of things as him, if you girls know me. So my little dimensional is a little bit close there. So we're just gonna go like that. And I am gonna put a dimensional, I'm not gonna put any dimensionals on the bottom of it here. And I'm actually only thinking I'm gonna put like 1 at the top there, and I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue. That's, I'm seeing there, let's try that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little liquid glue. I'm gonna kind of pull that up, and we're gonna do, I think that, how's that look? I'm gonna make sure that that's not hanging off the edge over here. And I might just throw, I have mini dimensionals here. I'm gonna throw a little guy right behind there, and I think we're good. Now, last on this card, it looks like there's some of these little sequins. Now, when I get little bags like this, I hate to pull this up and try to get them in and out like that. Honestly, all I do, yes, Nancy, Herbie is gone. I know, I sold Herbie 1 today. You're gonna have to go back and watch from the beginning. I sold Herbie 1. Girl doesn't need 2 Herbies, right? So I sold Herbie 1. Still have Herbie 2 though. It's actually parked at my parents' house out in the Holy Land. So, okay. So here's what happened with this. I'm going to come back a little bit. So these have adhesive on the back of them. And when I went to peel it off, the adhesive didn't want to come with it. So what I did is I stuck it right back on. And now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to dig my nail from underneath it. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have those nails going on, I'm so happy my thumb grew out finally. Just take your pokey tool, and you'll be able to poke from underneath, and then grab it with the pokey tool. And I'm gonna put one of these guys here. Thanks for sharing it. I know, sad face. Herbie's gone, but he gave me lots of good memories, and I'm okay with it. I got lots of stuff going on at home, and it was just one less thing to worry about. So, okay, so there we go. All right, we got 1 card done. Okay, what do you think? Not so bad, right? So these kits are awesome. I know that most of us like to make our own creations from scratch, but I'll tell you, it's nice to have a kit like this in stock at home, just in case you need a quick card for something, right? So here's our first card. That's done. I'm gonna set that, I'll just set it over here. I know it's off to the side, but that's okay. So here's the next one that we're gonna do. I'm gonna go counterclockwise here. So this one is this one. This one is this one. So that's this card right here. So that's our base. It looks like it has 2 of these die cut embellishments on it. So I'm gonna set these 2 here. It has this like 6-angled hexagon looking end thing. Nancy says to make room for Tyler. Yes, very good point. Tyler said to me on Tuesday night, Chris, we need you to get rid of Herbie. We need room. And on Tuesday night, I decided to repost the for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And I had like 6 people messaging me about it. So I made short order of that. Okay, this next card right over here though, it says birthday wishes all around. And that will be this one right here. So again, I'm gonna peel this off of here and I'm gonna stick it onto the block. Now, if you look at it, it's hard. I don't know if like you can see here, it doesn't fit this way. It does fit this way, but I find that I like a little bit more room on the side. So don't be afraid to put your stamps on your blocks diagonally. That is quite all right. Per peeve is that sticky flat. I'm not sure what that means, Sue. Per peeve is that sticky flap. Oh, pet peeve, I bet. Yes, I hate that sticky flap hanging over the edge. It gets caught and everything, so I just cut stuff. So, okay, so here we go. Birthday wishes all around. Now, the first time that you use a stamp, it's always good to practice. I didn't really do it on this one. I just went right for it. But if you're using stamps for the first time, it's good to practice with them to see what they look like when you stamp. And so I'm just going to practice here just to show you, like, yay, I do some practicing every now and then. Okay, so go back here. And what I'm doing when I ink this up is it's hard to see it, but I'm going to do like, this is exaggerated, but I do wiggle it around a little bit and then I tap it, okay? So that helps to get a lot of good ink on it. And then sometimes I even go back for more. All right, so I'm going to try to get that centered as best as I can. And now again, remember, I'm making sure I press really good, nice and even pressure. Give that ink some time to get into the white paper. And there it is. Okay, I'm going to shut this up. Now, another thing about ink pads, when you're not using them, it's a very good idea to shut them up. They are water-based, so they can dry out, and we don't want that to happen. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my nose. Okay, so that one will set off to the side. Now you can just pop that die cut out. Now, like I said, like if you're a person that likes to pull out all the die cuts with this kind of stuff too, you could pull it out. I just like to stamp it while it's enclosed around the frame. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here, girls. Got the instruction sheet here. Okay, it looks like there's a loop coming that way, a loop coming that way, and a tail. So I want to show you how they did that. I've been seeing a lot of this lately. I actually saw that Sarah Douglas, who's the CEO of Stampin' Up, I saw her do this. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. No elbows in the ink. Okay, so what you do is you're going to make yourself a bow. Okay, so I make double bunny ears, and you're going to cross them and then put the one tail or the one ear through the other ear. And on this though, like I'm not sure how big the loops need to be, but I'm thinking that I'm going to hold this here and that looks good. So that's what we're doing. We're just making ourselves a bow and we're going to leave that a little bit longer. And then that's what's going to go down on here. So that's going to go right about here. And this covers up just a little bit. So that can go this way and that can actually come that way. So do you see what I got? It's really hard to see that, but like when you just tie a bow, you end up getting your loops coming out and your tails coming out and nobody ever even knows that that was a bow, okay? So what I'm gonna do first on here though is I wanna get these guys down. So again, thanks, Char. Thanks for all those sneezing blessings. You girls are great. Nothing like sneezing on live television, right? All right, so there's that. Again, like if you want to pull out your Stella pen, I won't do it now, but I did it on the other card, Stella, if you like. And then what these guys are gonna do is one looks like it's coming down this way, and the other one looks like it's coming up that way. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some of my tear and tape and I gotta find the end of it. And I'm just going to attach my bow to the back of this. So let's put that right about here. And all I'm gonna do is take that tape and put that back there. So if you had like regular Scotch tape, you could do the same thing. But I like to use my tear tape because I like to support my own business. And when I buy tear and tape for myself, it supports me. So that's how that's gonna go. And I'm not gonna peel the paper off of it because